Hello, everybody, and welcome to our agency checkup webinar. Thank you for dialing in. We are thrilled to have you with us today, and we have a jam-packed agenda full of incredibly valuable insights for you to take away. So we hope you're at the ready. Before we dive in, I want to start by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the country throughout Australia and their connections to land, sea, and community. We pay our respects to their elders, past and present, and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people joining us today. So here is what we will be covering. Shortly, I'm going to introduce you to our amazing speakers who have a wealth of knowledge and experience to share from their experiences within REA. We'll give you a brief overview of what Agency Checkup is all about, why it's so important to you, what it means to your business. We'll then dive into some marketplace quick wins and services quick wins. So these are some really practical tips that you can use right away within your agency to get a more successful and better value for money. We'll also discuss how to get the most out of your REA subscription in general. So how we can use the information that we have, that we've shared today to go and implement within your business. And then finally, we're going to wrap up with a Q&A session. So if you have any questions, big or small, please drop them into the Q&A function at the bottom. They won't be visible to anyone else, so feel free to ask anything you like, and we will do our best to cover them off at the end of this session. We will have a quick poll at the end of the session as well, so please stick around to let us know what you thought of today's webinar. Your feedback, whether it's good, bad, or anything in between, really helps to build these sessions for future. So thank you for being here, and let's get started. So let's meet our experts. Well, two of which I can comfortably call experts anyway. My name is Luke, and I am one of the two National Customer Training Managers at REA. But more importantly, we are joined by Adam Waterson and Lauren Attard. Adam is a seasoned product manager who understands the customer journey from attracting new business to delivering strong outcomes for property owners. He oversees the seller leads experience, which I know leads are very critical to a lot of people. And he manages branding products like suburb sponsorship. On top of all of that, and arguably more importantly, he is a very optimistic Saints supporter. So he's very dear to my heart as a fellow Saints man. He lifts me up when I need to about our beloved Saints throughout the year. Lauren is an accomplished product manager with over 14 years of experience at REA, focusing on crafting consumer-facing digital products in sectors like real estate, advertising, and media. Now, Lauren is probably too humble to admit this, but we can thank her probably for the millions of consumers who come to REA every month. Lauren is currently responsible for the inspections experience at REA, where she's working on products that really resonate with users and deliver value. An incredible asset to REA and a wealth of knowledge. So you're probably sitting there asking yourself, what exactly is Agency Checkup? Well, think of it as a fitness tracker, but for your agency's use of REA tools. It highlights how well, or in some cases, maybe not so well, you're utilizing the features of your subscription. By identifying these gaps, you can focus on improving those areas. There are varying subscription options, I'm completely aware of that, but we can generally divide what everyone has access to into three really distinct key pillars. And those pillars are on your screen at the moment. So the first one that you'll see at the top is property advertising. So with this, think moving listings. This is about how effectively you sell or lease properties. It ensures your listings are prominently featured and reach the right audience. Agency marketplace. So think winning listings. This pillar focuses on branding in the market, not just how you sell or lease properties, but how you attract your next listing, how you win the next business. It includes strategies to draw the attention of potential sellers, investors, and landlords. And then at the bottom, last but certainly not least, is agency services. So think efficiency of your current business operations. These are the self-service tools for every step in the property journey. They streamline operations, improve client interactions, and enhance overall service delivery. So given we're on limited time a little bit today, and the fact that there are many of you out there who have had a lot of conversations about your property advertising with your REA relationship manager already, today we're going to focus on the last two, so agency marketplace and agency service. And to kick things off, I'd like to introduce Lauren Attard, Senior Product Manager in the Consumer Marketplace team. Loz, welcome to the session. What can you tell us about agency services?
Well, thank you, Luke, and thanks for that introduction. I think you were a bit generous there, but anyway, and hello everyone else. Thank you for joining today. So, as Luke mentioned, we want to help you get the most out of your subscription, help you and your team improve your agency checkup score, and of course, simplify and help you get the most out of your working day. Utilizing the features available within our agency services offering will help you streamline your agency's workflow and digitize your day-to-day tasks with tools that will free you up to focus on what you do best. Agency services includes a comprehensive range of tools and features that will aid you to exceed your customers' expectations and offer you efficiencies at every step of the property journey that you service. So today I will introduce you to Ignite, which is our customer platform, and some of the tooling that sits within this platform, including inspections in Ignite and rental applications. These tools are available to you today and are all included within your subscription. So I'll go into more detail on some of the offering that we think your business might benefit from and the value that you can access today. So firstly, I want to start with introducing Ignite. And in case you're not familiar, this is realestate.com.au's customer platform. And I'm starting with this at the beginning of the presentation today, and I'm going to cover it off with some detail because it's really important to understand what Ignite is and how to get set up, as everything we're talking about today is accessed via Ignite and flows on from having this understanding. So Ignite is your go-to for insights and digital tools that'll help you day to day, driving efficiency and ultimately helping you deliver better results. Your agency has complete flexibility with how you access Ignite. Download the app, log in via desktop, or integrate Ignite's data with your own CRM. Ignite allows you to access tools and insights however and from wherever you need. So if you don't already have the app on your phone, you can download it now by accessing the QR code on your screen. Ignite is accessible for your entire team. So whether you're a principal, sales agent, property manager, or office admin member, it's quick and easy to get started with value for every role. So some of the powerful insights that you'll have access to include on your property campaigns or on similar properties, so helping you to have better conversations with your vendors and landlords. Ignite also helps you to get the most out of your listings with campaign reporting, allowing you to make informed, strategic decisions. You can better understand your agency's performance with in-depth insights from the agency dashboard, build trust with prospective vendors by managing your profile, request reviews from buyers and sellers, and by receiving actionable insights on your customer inquiries with enriched lead data. Ignite is also home to exclusive features we offer our Prem Plus customers, many in the agency marketplace and agency services space, which you'll hear more about from Ads and I today. And of course, we're always continuing to build more value into Ignite to manage and grow your success and to make Ignite your one-stop shop for doing business with realestate.com.au. So in terms of getting set up, to ensure your agency unlocks the full potential of Ignite, it's important each member of your team can access what they need. There are a number of permissions you can grant each team member. Each unlock access to different features. So if you already have a profile on realestate.com.au that is associated with your current agency, first check that your mobile is listed against your profile in Agent Admin. Then create an account on either our app or on the Ignite website. We'll verify and then match you via that mobile number. And from there, you can select the agent profiles that apply to you. And that's it. You'll be able to access all of Ignite's reporting and brand building tools from there. But if you're an admin staff member supporting agents or property managers, you'll need to be invited to Ignite via your agency's team manager. So they'll be able to send you an email that contains simple steps on how to get set up. And of course, if no one in your agency is able to assist you, you're welcome to contact our customer support team who can help you get set up and running. And there's also a heap of resources, FAQs and how-tos on our help centre if you choose to go there. So to effectively manage your team in Ignite and to utilise all of its capabilities, it's important to assign a team manager. This person within your agency should have a good understanding of how team permissions work, and they'll have the ability to invite someone new to Ignite and assign their permissions, change permissions for existing members, and remove members who have left your agency. A team manager is vital for your agency as they manage your account internally, and really they eliminate the need for lots of external support. So, who is well placed in your agency to take on this role? Well, usually we see principals carry out this function, but we strongly encourage an agency to delegate this responsibility to a trusted admin staff member who can manage permissions on the principal's behalf. So just quickly, a recap on what we've covered with Ignite. First of all, unlock more value for your agency using Ignite, and it's all included in the cost of your subscription. Use Ignite from your desktop or on the go with the app and give your agency the best chance with actionable, timely insights. Ensure all members have an account and are actively using Ignite. There's lots of tools and features for all aspects and all roles within your business. And then assign a team manager to set you up for success using Ignite. So now I'm going to hand over to Adam to take you through how to get the most out of our agency marketplace offering.
Awesome. Thank you, Lauren. And apologies if you heard what Luke said at the start that I'm a St Kilda supporter. Fingers crossed you don't hold that against me. It's going to be an interesting year to come. But as Luke mentioned, I'm one of the product managers that work across the agency marketplace at REA. And today I'm going to be touching on some of the tips and tricks to make sure you can get the most out of your subscription. Now, in terms of the agency marketplace, this is the place for you to showcase your brand and win new business. And we refer to experiences like profiles, reviews, and leads as the marketplace, as it's where property owners come to find, research, and shortlist agents and agencies like yourselves. So today, like I said, I'll be going through some tips and tricks, and let's get stuck into it. Now, did you know that profile visits on realestate.com.au continue to grow, with October's results seeing visits up 20% year on year? Profiles are the digital shopfront included in your subscription. Make it easier for property owners to find, research, and shortlist. A couple of questions for you. How up to date is your shopfront? Is it inviting, or is it missing key details that demonstrate why you're the right agency to list with? Over 50% of profiles are incomplete, providing you with an opportunity to stand out from the crowd. As part of an agency checkup, I've got 3 tips and tricks to share. First off, make sure your logo is high resolution and your brand and text color align with the guidelines you have set for your business. Ensure your agent's profile photos are professional and welcoming to set the best first impression. We allow you to upload different sizes of logos to ensure the right brand content can be used for each experience, whether it's web or app. So make sure you check not only how your profiles are appearing, but how this branding is showing on your listings too. In terms of the second point on transactions attached to your profile, this is key to ensure property owners can see all the experience you and your team have in the local market. But it does also influence your ranking within the Find Agent and agency search results. Make sure you're seen as a leader in your markets and front and center when it comes to the property owner's selection process. It is easy for all transactions to be uploaded, but feel welcome to get in touch with our support team if you do need any guidance. And finally, on the topic of profile descriptions and fields, we know property owners are looking for authenticity when selecting an agent. Use key profile fields such as the description to demonstrate your points of difference and complete the initial sell when it comes to the agency and your teams. As an example, are you and your team doing any social impact work in the local area? Add this to the community field on your profile to demonstrate your commitment to property owners. Now, another key aspect of the marketplace on your profile is reviews. Did you know that according to our 2023 research into the agent selection process, 76% of sellers who use online sources use rating and reviews to help find an agent. Not only do reviews help build trust with consumers, they also help boost your ranking within our Find Agent search results experience. Now, ratings and reviews are included within the cost of your subscription, but are your team requesting a review for every property they've sold? Are they taking the time to write a response and express their appreciation for the property owner's feedback? In terms of some tips and tricks, first off, make sure your team is completing a monthly review of their sold properties via app. As per the image on the left-hand side here, make sure your team are taking advantage of the status indicators per property to see which properties they've received 2, being both the buyer and seller, 1 or none when it comes to reviews. As I touched on a moment ago, the volume and rating of reviews you receive is a key factor determining where your team appears within the Find Agent search results. Secondly, look for ways to automate the collection process, such as embedding your personal review link into the communications you send out when closing a transaction. We'll work through an example together shortly, but each agent has their own review link, which they can use to simplify the review collection process. And finally, take advantage of the tools we have available to showcase your success. As per the example in the middle, we offer you templates via Ignite to help showcase reviews on social platforms. Not only that, we also offer the ability for you to integrate reviews on your company website to build further trust with consumers. Reviews are a big deal. Take advantage of the tools we offer as part of your subscription to demonstrate your success. Now, there's nothing worse than listening to people talk for 20 minutes straight, so let's see if we can put some of this into practice. Hopefully, plenty of you have the Ignite app downloaded, but if not, you will have a bit of homework to catch up on. Now, as we've touched on, reviews are really easy to request via Ignite. Once you have your Ignite app open, just click Properties at the bottom of the account and then tap on the bottom in the top left-hand corner. It should say something like for sale, sold, or for rent. You'll need to select sold from that list. Now, this should load a list of all the sold properties for your agency. And then you'll just need to click on Agents tab in the top menu bar and select your own name from the list. You should see something like the first image on the left here with a badge showing which sold properties have 0, 1, or 2 reviews. But keep in mind, you will need to have some sold transactions attached to your profile for this to be visible. If you click on a property with no reviews, this should take you through to a screen that looks something like the middle image here, with a big tile prompting you to request a review. Depending on your listing contract, you might also need to scroll down slightly. All you need to do is click the tile and select whether you'd like to request a review via text, which is the first option, or copy a link to embed into an email. Now, the link generated here is the personalized review form that we touched on a moment ago, which you can embed into your own buyer and seller communications, such as when the transaction is being wrapped up. Now, for those that do need to do this homework, we're just sharing a step-by-step chat, and we'll pop that in the chat for the Zoom to make sure you can have a bit of a look through, and then you can also share that with your team as well. Now you've got your agency profile and agent profiles in tip-top shape, and you've captured reviews to build further trust with consumers. What's next? So the third part of the agency marketplace I'd like to touch on today is appraisal requests and the things you can do to make sure you never miss a lead. So a quick fact, our data shows that 38% of the leads we deliver to your business convert to a listing within 12 months. These are qualified sellers who have done their research. In terms of tips and tricks, first things first, make sure your team is set up with the right permissions. Following on from Lauren's overview earlier in the session, Ignite has a number of different permissions available, each providing access to different tools and insights closely linked to roles. For business owners and directors, the 2 key permissions when it comes to leads are Insights and Manager Agency, both of which offer greater visibility of the leads you've received and how your team is performing. If you're not already, we recommend logging into Ignite now because we're about to go through a bit of an example of how to get permission set up. As part of making it easier to manage the appraisal request your agency has received, earlier this year, we also gave users with manager agency permission the ability to view all requests across the office, including who each is assigned to. It's pivotal you embed a review of the office in your requests, along with those that are yet to be assigned into your workflow, and this will ensure property owners receive a timely response from your team as well. And then on a similar note, did you know that we also provide visibility of the appraisal requests you've received from realestate.com.au over the last 12 months, along with details on how quickly these are viewed and converted? These insights are updated daily and provide an incredible overview of how your agency is performing, including comparison to the prior year. Once again, get your Ignite account ready because we'll soon jump in to do a bit of an example together. Great, so let's put it into practice. I did touch on permissions a moment ago, so let's review these. Once you're inside your Ignite account, you'll just need to navigate to the left-hand side and click Manage, followed by Team Management. This should open up a very similar view to point 2, where you can see all the users within your agency, as well as the permissions they've been allocated. If you'd like to edit, you'll simply need to click the Edit prompt, which is highlighted in red on the image shown. And as Lauren and I mentioned today, there are certain permissions that are better suited for director or office management roles. So to get the most out of your subscription and manage your leads effectively, we do recommend that the manager agency and insights permissions are allocated to these role types. So we'll pause on permissions for a moment there, and then we'll move on to some other examples. But we'll also post a link in the chat so you can learn more about how to set those up and how to get the most out of your Ignite account as well. Beautiful. So if we move on to the next slide as well. Awesome. So earlier I touched on the importance of embedding inbox reviews into your workflow. This is what's visible on the screen now, which you can access by clicking the inbox or tray looking icon in the top right-hand corner. Now, if you have the manager agency permission, you will see a page that looks something like this. From this view, you can see all the appraisal requests that your office has received, as well as a filter by appraisal reason, whether that be selling or leasing. At a glance, you can also see how long ago each request was submitted and which team member it's sitting with. From here, you can choose to engage the team member to offer additional support or check in for a bit of a status update as well. Another quick tip, the silhouette or blank profile image shown for the first 2 leads refers to those that have been submitted via your agency profile and have not yet been assigned to a team member within the office. So if you click into that lead, you can then select and assign who you believe is best placed to support the property owner. So as I touched on earlier, our data shows that 38% of leads submitted through realestate.com.au convert within 12 months. By embedding a bit of a review of your inbox into your workflow, you can make sure you're staying across these opportunities that your agency's received. So once again, we'll post a bit of a link into the chat to help you learn more on that feature as well. Now, the other experience that we encourage you to frequently review is the insights section within Ignite. So linking it back to the permissions we've been talking about earlier, you will need the insights permission for this to be visible. So for those that are currently logged in, you can access this experience by navigating to the Insights button on the left-hand side toolbar, as indicated by the 1 on the image shown. Next, just click the Leads option as per the 2 on the image. And after following these steps, you'll be presented with a dashboard that looks like the one on the screen, with options to toggle between agencies, timeframes, and markets as well. So we know service and consumer experience is a key point of difference. And from here, you as the business owner can keep track of requests, meeting times to view, as well as insights on conversion as well. Now, not only does this help you understand your overall performance at a glance, but you can also see how you compare to the market average and who your top performers are from an appraisal request volume and conversion perspective as well. So linking it back to our discussion on profiles, this dashboard also provides you with details on profile views over the defined time frame, reiterating the importance of making sure your digital shopfront is in really, really good order. So we do know the market can change quickly, and with this dashboard refreshing daily, it reinforces the importance of embedding its review into your workflow and getting the most out of your subscription as well. So final bit of homework for you, we'll share another link in the chat to help you learn more about this dashboard. Great, so we have covered a fair bit of content, so we'll do a quick recap before we wrap up. So after today, review your agency profile as well as those for your team members to ensure your logo and brand colors are aligned to the expectations you have for your business. All transactions are captured on these profiles, and that professional quotes, descriptions, or community work has been added to your profile to demonstrate your authenticity and make a great first impression as well. For reviews, make sure your team embeds a monthly review of their sold properties via the app and request reviews for all transactions. As a reminder, review volume and rating influence your location within the Find Agent search results, so this should be one of your key priorities. Look for opportunities to embed your unique review link into seller and buyer communications to simplify the review collection process. And finally, make use of the tools we have available as part of your subscription to showcase your success and have reviews show up in more places. Now for leads, Laura and I have spent a lot of time talking about permissions today. Make sure these are set up for each team member and their role to get the most out of your subscription. Embed a review of your inbox to make sure you're staying on top of the requests you've received and how you can best support your team. And finally, use the data at your fingertips as part of the Lead Insights dashboard to understand opportunities to improve lead volumes and conversion for each of your markets. So thanks again for having me today, and feel welcome to get in touch with your relationship manager or our customer support team if needed. Over to you, Lauren.
Thank you again, Ads. So we're now going to jump into having a look at some of the products and suite of tools that we have available in Ignite. So with our inspections in Ignite tooling, you can prepare, plan ahead of time, and centralize your workflow with the ability to view registration data, check in inspection attendees, and invite them to apply, all in one place. It's quick and easy to get yourself set up with inspections registrations on Ignite using self-onboarding. And we also have a really detailed step-by-step guide, which is available on our Customer Marketing Centre. So included within the cost of your subscription, we have a suite of tooling to help you at every stage of managing inspections. When using inspections in Ignite, we can report to you ahead of the inspection the number of property seekers adding to their plan and those attendees who have registered. On inspection day, when you're out at the property, you can jump into the Ignite mobile app. Here, the tooling assists you to check in attendees. And for those that have registered, it's as simple as hitting check-in. You can also add new attendees, so simply capturing their name, email, and phone number within the app. And as you talk to each attendee, you're able to capture the interest of each as you assess, so whether they're interested or not, making it easier to prioritise who you choose to follow up with, or even who you might invite to apply for the property. Following the inspection, we know it's important for you to follow up and connect with your vendor or landlord and update them on the inspection itself. So likely you're now back at the office, and when using the Web Ignite platform, you can generate an inspection report really simply, giving you an easy way to communicate with and keep your landlord informed. So the report includes your agency branding, it summarises the number of attendees and their interest, and you have the ability to add notes. So this is where you can summarise the inspection in your own words or tailor your update to the vendor or landlord. From there, just simply generate a link and share it in whatever way suits you best or whatever channel you're already communicating via. So whether that's text message, WhatsApp, or email. Inspections in Ignite tooling offers most value when used end-to-end. So for example, the reporting to vendors and landlords is most valuable when you're not only allowing attendees to register, but also using it at the door for check-in. And then finally, within Ignite, we make it super simple to invite one or more of the attendees to apply for the property. And you can do so easily by selecting those attendees from the list and hitting the Invite to Apply button. I do want to call out at this point though, if you're currently using any third-party tooling or middleware providers like Inspect Real Estate, you can't use both products together. So do be aware of that if you switch on this tooling in Ignite, that it will override the integration with those features. It's something for you to consider if you have this in place, and also to keep in mind when choosing which is the right tool for you and your business. So why not try turning on inspections in Ignite for your buy and rent listings? And then in terms of what consumers are doing on realestate.com.au, Well, more potential buyers and renters are planning on platform, and they're sharing their intent to inspect, growing by 24% year on year. At REA, we're servicing the inspection-related needs of consumers across multiple experiences on both our website and within the app. On all listings, we want to ensure there's a way for consumers to express their intent to inspect and to help them plan and organise their attendance of OFIs. More and more potential buyers and tenants are using the Add to Plan feature, and they are planning their attendance of OFIs on our platform today, with almost 2 million adds to plan last month in October. And where inspections have been enabled, where inspection registrations have been enabled by a customer or by your agency, consumers then also have the ability to register ahead of the inspection. So again, last month we saw about 1 million registrations to inspect by consumers, and this is growing each month by more than 20%. Rent customers in particular are ready and willing to make themselves known prior to attending an inspection. And we treat registrations the same as inquiry leads. These are consumers that are really interested. They're planning to inspect and they want to connect with you. It's important to note here, though, all of these actions by a consumer can only be taken when the inspection times are published on your listing. So we really encourage you to publish your inspection times via your CRM. This allows the consumer to make better use of the planning tooling. It allows us to know more about them and their inspecting intent, which of course means we can share more of this with you. And with our rental applications in Ignite, we're making it quicker and easier for you to manage rental applications. So freeing you up to focus on everything else that comes with managing your rent roll and getting the best result for your landlords. We've rebuilt our applications platform from the ground up with a focus on the design, making it easy and intuitive to use, on increasing security, ensuring both our businesses are compliant with the fast-changing regulations, and on delivering an efficient application experience. This is all sitting in one place as a complete hub for managing applications within Ignite. And I'm going to say it again, it's all included in the cost of your subscription. So a tenant's application process is now easier than ever. Property seekers can save time by creating a profile once and then apply for future properties with just a few clicks. They can also access their applications at any time. There are now more renters creating a profile with realestate.com.au, growing by 38% year on year. And in this calendar year to date, there's been more than 3 million applications made by potential renters on realestate.com.au. But today, I'm really excited to share with you all that this will become even simpler for renters, with a new feature coming to our rent listing soon, Quick Apply. So Quick Apply makes it easier for renters to apply for the properties they want by streamlining the application process on our next-gen rent listings. If a consumer has completed their renter profile and the listing has rental applications in Ignite available, the ever-present call to action on the listing will be personalised with Quick Apply. Renter profile information will then integrate into the application flow to reduce steps for the consumer and drive more applications for potential renters that are ready to go. The rental applications in Ignite tooling aims to help you find better tenants faster. Via Ignite, we offer a suite of features which helps your agency manage the end-to-end application experience. When these property seekers visit your listing on realestate.com.au and apply, their applications will feed directly into Ignite, and it saves you time on admin tasks by automatically sending off rental and employer reference requests, meaning less chasing for yourself. You can also keep up to date with reference responses in one place. Our platform allows you to sort, filter, apply a status, and keep track of application tasks, helping you to process applications with ease. You can add notes to your applications, shortlist top applicants, and then share them with your vendor. And make sure to take advantage of the checklist to ensure the applications are complete and ready for processing. Then finalize your applications by using the approve or decline function, which can automatically notify successful or unsuccessful applicants. Ignite will also seamlessly integrate with your CRM and utility connection providers for even greater efficiency. Security, of course, is paramount with this type of data. So Ignite provides you and your tenants with security features, including two-factor authentication. Documents are automatically destroyed as required, which removes the risk of storing this information. And of course, we ensure you are handling this sensitive information with compliance. So if your agency is not yet using rental applications, reach out to your relationship manager to have this turned on. And if your agency already has it switched on or enabled, I ask you to consider, are you using all of the features to their full potential? So inspections and rental applications in Ignite, what have we gone through today? So for inspections, turn on inspections in Ignite to better manage your agency's buy and rent inspections. There's tooling there to help you pre, during, and following holding an OFI. View registration data ahead of your inspection to scale up or down your team on the day. Check in inspection attendees quickly and easily at the door, and then capture the interest of attendees, making it easier for you to prioritise your follow-up and to keep your landlord or vendor updated with inspection reporting. And finally, invite top attendees to apply the moment they have finished inspecting directly from Ignite. And with rental applications, well, can you be finding and placing better tenants faster using rental applications in Ignite? Maximize your subscription value by utilising key features within our tooling. So 2, like better tracking the progress of your applications to keep organised. Make sure the applications are complete and ready for processing using the checklist, and then shortlist and compare top applicants, and then share them with your landlord for approval. So thank you. I think I'm now handing back to Luke to wrap up our content and then move into Q&A.
Sure are. Thank you, Lauren, and thank you, Adam. Look, yeah, just so much insight to absorb and something for everyone, really. I think, you know, directors have some homework there. There's agents have their profiles and reviews to check up, the inspection and application software that you mentioned, Loz, for property management and leasing consultants. So there's some takeaways on the screen, but you know, if it helps, here are a few of mine. So the first, and I'll start basic, Ignite is free. I think that's going to be a bit of a surprise for a few people, as is the inspections and the registration software. 1 million registrations last month from consumers, 2 million times someone planned their inspection last month as well. So those sort of numbers are huge. There are various permissions within Ignite, so make sure we've got those sorted. And I love what Adam was speaking about too with the reviews. I think the quote was, and I love this one, Ads, reviews are a big deal. Absolutely. 76% of sellers use reviews to find an agent. One thing that might have been just briefly touched on that we shouldn't gloss over is not only inviting reviews, but also replying to them and responding to people that send a review to you and reply publicly. Whether it's a good review or a bad review, I think, you know, what we need to do is get into the habit of making sure any reviews that we do receive, we respond to those consumers publicly to show our next vendor that, you know, we're not the sort of agent who's just going to get our commission check and, you know, wipe our hands of it and sail off into the sunset. So reply publicly to those reviews. It will hit your agent profile page. And then seller leads was a big one as well. So, you know, ask yourself, do I need to get back into Ignite to revisit any seller leads that have come through recently that may not have come to market yet? And you can find this data within Ignite as well to work out whether they're still live or they're pending. I recently heard a stat at REA that we release 2 new products or features every week. So there is a lot to keep up with. And I'm completely aware that there was so much content in what Lauren and Adam have just released. So the best place to stay updated for your own reference is the Customer Marketing Center, which you can head to at customer.realestate.com.au. So if you need to have any questions answered or find any of the resources, head to customer.realestate.com.au. So without further ado, we are going to move into our Q&A session, and I'm very glad to say there has been a flood of questions that have come through. We're lucky enough to have Rog Seligeray on the line, who is a product manager currently working in the rental application space. So Rog is there, can help out with any curly questions on rent applications. We will do our best to answer all of these queries, so please stay with us on the line and we'll get there. So I'll ask you, Ads and Lauren, to be on the ready because a lot of these are above my pay scale. But first off, Ads, I'll throw to you. The example you showed before. So the question is, why did the example of agent and agency profiles include videos? I don't think I have that feature. So they're talking about the videos feature within the agency profiles or agent profiles.
Yeah, it's a really good question. So the examples we showed on the screen there, they were elevated profiles. So Agent Elevate, you can purchase that for $59 a month. Agency Elevate, which was the agency profile, but obviously elevated, that's available as part of a pro subscription as well. What I want to reiterate is you get so much included as part of your subscription in terms of the profile. So make use of that. If you'd like to stand out even further and get the video and some additional social links as well, you can certainly look at those options, or touch base with a relationship manager to understand if there's other options that are suitable as well. A really good question.
I love it. And while I've got you on the hook, a very simple one, but I work in a very competitive market. How do I ensure that I can stand out on realestate.com.au?
Yeah, I think it really ties back to all of the content that we covered today, particularly around your digital shop front. I've seen some agents that are seeing, 800 views per month, and you got to think about how many times would it take, or how long would it take for me to reach out to all of those property owners directly, or people that are viewing my profile directly. So make sure you've spent some time getting your branding sorted and making sure you are highlighting what makes your agency different. So I touched on property owners want authenticity and local expertise. So make sure this is reflected in your profiles. And Luke made a good point around responses to reviews. You can show your authenticity and brand in there as well. And once again, this is all included within your subscription. Similar to my last response, if you wanted to go a little bit further, we do have additional branding tools like Agent Elevate. Suburb sponsorship is another one if you'd like that kind of exclusive suburb-based exposure, and then pro as well. So I would really recommend getting in touch with your relationship manager, who would be really happy to support and work out what best suits your business. Or alternatively, if you'd like to do some homework, the Customer Marketing Center is there as well.
Awesome. Thanks, Ads. And I think from Beck as well, and I'll just really encourage everyone, if you have questions, please place them into the Q&A. If you can find that down the bottom, there's a little more option. If you click on more, and then you should be able to find Q&A just to put your questions. But we have one here, which I assume is in relation to agent and agency profiles. Could we ask that TikTok, YouTube is added, and also a place for us to add standalone videos as well?
Yeah, it's another good question. I feel like it's really exciting to see all these questions coming through. I think for us, we're always looking at where are consumers spending their time, and TikTok's a big one. I know that I'm guilty of lying in bed and watching far too many TikToks, so I think we've all done that. And then YouTube as well. It's certainly on our radar. So watch this space, but nothing concrete to share just yet.
Love it. Thanks, Adam. While we do have Rog there at the ready, I'm going to throw to you, Rog, with a question on rent application. So the question is the quick apply feature new? And how do you make sure that the pre-filled application has the right information?
Cool. The quick apply feature is coming very soon. So we're expecting to release that mid-December. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And rest assured that you're not going to be getting applications coming through without the right data there. The quick apply feature will only show for users that have completed their renter profile. So they'll need to have every section of their renter profile complete for the quick apply button to show and for that application to be submitted.
Wonderful. Thanks, Roj. We knew we had you here for a very important reason. Loz, you're not off the hook just yet. It's a very powerful spot that I'm in, being able to throw to you all and get these wonderful questions answered. So Loz, one for you. How do I get more inquiries on properties?
How do you get more inquiries? So we know the volume of inquiries is really important to you, our customers. On the product side, we're also making sure that these inquiries and the consumers we're connecting you with, we're doing so in a really meaningful way, that they're high quality leads that we're passing through. And so, as I mentioned, we also see, inspection registrations and capturing that inspection intent as really high quality leads as well. So one of the ways you can grow the inquiries or the leads we're generating is to publish an inspection time. Make sure you're viewing and staying across how many consumers are adding that inspection to their plan. And better yet, look to turn on registrations so you're connecting with those consumers before the inspection and you have all their details. And I really, I suppose, encourage you to consider all of those leads that we're generating from your listings, in the same vein. Inquiries and inspection leads are those high quality leads that we're focused on driving up the volume of.
Thanks, Lauren. And another one on inspections. So we mentioned earlier not to use third parties for inspection records like property management, like Inspect Real Estate.
Yeah.
How does this apply to sales? Can we use both Ignite to record an inspection and say Pocket by Rex? What does Ignite trigger that will double up or cause havoc with our third-party CRM?
Yeah, so it shouldn't cause any havoc on the sales side. Actually, it's really Inspect Real Estate where we have that register functionality built into our listings, that there's a bit of a conflict there. So you can definitely turn it on for your sales listings. All of the data, registration data, will sit within Ignite. And then you can sort of, that really shouldn't trigger any issues with your CRM or with any of the tooling that's integrated with your CRM. So it's really just Inspect Real Estate where there's that conflict within the experience.
Fantastic. And I think the answer will be pretty simple with this one, but there's a question for you again, Lauren. Is there any way for admin staff to view inspection registrations from their account rather than the listing agent specifically?
Yes. So today it's the registrations appear in the account of the listing agent, but we are always looking to better understand where we need to adjust permissions. So I think that is feedback that we have heard, and we will sort of look to address that. Right now, all the registrations will sit on the sales agent's account.
Yeah, and I assume that's going to be the same for this next question, which is around admin users that can check people in to a certain property at an open home. The question is, the statement, I've just logged in under my profile, and because it isn't my listing as such, it is saying that I do have permissions to view and is only available to the listing agent. So that covers that one, I assume?
Yes.
Perfect.
Can I, sorry, Luke, just to jump back in, I just want to clarify on one of the questions around the video content, particularly on your profile. So just to clarify, we allow you to upload a link to a YouTube video and add that to your agency profile. That's available as part of Agency Elevate and Pro. What we don't allow is a direct link to a YouTube profile. So that's something we'll definitely look into and pass on, but we do enable video content. TikTok's on the radar as well. I did just see another question in the chat around accessing prospecting performance data. So you will need the Insights permission to be able to access that content. So I'd recommend touching base with the team manager for your office to get that permission added to your account in Ignite.
Perfect. Thank you, Adam. And thank you, Lauren. Unless I'm missing something that looks like that is just about it. We have an incredibly engaged audience and we're very, very grateful for that. So thank you, everyone. Yep, I'm just seeing some comments come through, but no specific questions. So thank you for staying engaged. Your questions, look, they really help us to learn what is important to you to then build and iterate solutions to help grow your business. So it is most appreciated. Thank you for everyone for dialing in. We hope you found the session valuable and took some strategies to implement right away. Now, before you go, there is a poll on your screen. So if you could take just a few seconds to vote, we would love to hear from you about how you found today's session. And that, again, is really valuable for us to help build these sessions out for future. So once that is all done and you've put your vote through, I just want to say a special thank you to our expert panelists, to Adam and Lauren, and also to Raj for stepping in. Thank you for sharing your insights and your wisdom. I want to thank everyone behind the scenes too. It was a bit of a production team to get this up and running today, so much appreciated. You know who you are. If you would like to review any of the key insights that we discussed today, or if you want to share this session with your teams, or, I mentioned before, sometimes you might want to just listen and not watch it while you're driving around in your car. A recording of this webinar will be made available on our Customer Marketing Centre shortly, which, like I said, is customer.realestate.com.au. So without any further ado, thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. Have a wonderful day, and we will see you next time.